Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network's coverage of WPIAL Class 3A Section 1 Varsity Volleyball. Penn Hills here at Kiski. Penn Hills a little late getting off the bus, just got here, and we will have the JV matchup for you shortly, followed by the varsity with commentary. My name is Josh Schreckengast. Just wanted to fill you in if you've already tuned in and wonder what might be going on. Penn Hills JV warming up right now. Kiski JV has been on the court for better part of an hour, trying to get everything situated here. And I will turn myself off here shortly, about 3 minutes and 20 seconds away from the JV matchup. Thanks to our scoreboard sponsor, the We Serve First Foundation. Tim Toy, the co-founder of the We Serve First Foundation, unable to join me today because he's on vacation. I told him, well-deserved. Enjoy that vacay. But Tim will be back with me next week on the call for some more Kiski area volleyball. Cavaliers kind of in a slump since dropping that 5-set heartbreaker to Plum about a week ago. Special thanks to Kiski area athletic director John Peterman and his secretary Jenny Bowman. Always very, very helpful to the High Top Sports Network team, getting us set up. A couple doors were locked today. I had my hands full, but John came to the rescue. So special thanks to John Peterman, Jenny Bowman. Here at Kiski area, the athletic department, always super helpful to the High Top Sports Network team. We are about a minute and 45 seconds out from the JV matchup. I'll give you a little pregame for the varsity matchup. Kiski 4-2. Penn Hills 2-6. But right next to each other in the standings. So the Cavaliers are going to have to make it their business tonight to pick up a win. Indiana and Franklin Regional running away with this section right now, both 7-1. So the Cavaliers are going to have to turn it on this evening and take care of business against Penn Hills. And the service warm-up right now for Kiski. As you can see on your screen, Cavaliers warming up from the service line, both ends, ready to get it going here in the JV matchup. Penn Hills, well, conference right now, prior to this one. And that is the buzzer. So I will take myself out of this broadcast and I will join you for the varsity matchup. Right now, about to get underway. Kiski area, Penn Hills, JV matchup prior to the 4-2 Cavaliers and the 2-6 Indians. That is our featured matchup of the evening. My name is Josh Schreckengost. You're here on High Top Sports Network. Thanks so much, as always, for joining us. And you will hear my voice once the varsity is about to get underway.
So you okay up here this evening?
What's that?
You okay up here this evening?
Oh, yeah. Everything worked great.
Okay. You got
Yeah.
rosters?
I don't have Penn Hills.
Okay. So you need their varsity roster if I can get it.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I was going to go down between matches.
It's a nice size screen.
Yeah, it's a regular Samsung 32-inch TV, and we just kind of converted it into a monitor.
It's got a nice picture on it. Huh?
Yeah.
So now you actually taught during the
Varsity match.
yeah. Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Miss Brad, those are his starters.
Okay.
Because here's Water Slide, Miracle, those are press horses.
Okay.
And then here's one tournament horse. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much. I gave you a shout out on the broadcast.
Oh.
Many thanks.
You're quite welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network for this evening's coverage of WPIAL Class 3A Section 1 Girls Varsity Volleyball featuring the Kiski area Cavaliers and the Penn Hills Indians. My name is Josh Schreckengoss. Thanks so much for joining me this evening. Tuesday night, going to get some volleyball. Kiski rolled in the JV matchup, 2-0. Right now, the Cavaliers need to find their winning ways after dropping a 5-set heartbreaker to Plum last week. Kind of a little bit of a slump for the Cavaliers. They are going to have to find it tonight against the 2-6 Indians. Kiski comes into this match with an overall record of 4-3. So the better team on paper and on their home gym. Coach McCartney will want them to take care of business tonight against visiting Penn Hills. We are going to get the national anthem here. I am adjusting microphones while we do this. And since that was a recorded version of the national anthem, had to mute out for a second. Apologies. Don't want to get bumped off our social media platforms due to copyright infringement, and they are very strict. Even with the national anthem, I gotta tell you, we've had videos blocked because of the national anthem, strictly because if it's a recording that has been copyrighted, we cannot air it. If it is a student that is singing the Star Spangled Banner, we can air that, and we try to as much as possible. But when it is a recording queued up here, we just have to shut it down. So Penn Hills being introduced right now. Not many players on this Lady Indian varsity roster. Sadell Brown is one of the girls that we're going to look out for on the Penn Hills side. Head coach Jay Mitlow talked to him a little bit before the game. Sadell Brown that outside hitter, or actually middle hitter position for the senior number 10. So I may be calling her name a bit for the Indians tonight. And everyone on the roster introduced for Penn Hills, and we're going to do it for the Cavaliers right now.
Number 4, freshman Maddie Joyce.
And that is Maddie Joyce coming out here first. The freshman, you're going to hear her name quite a bit. She is a libero and defensive specialist for this Cavaliers team. Abigail Johns, you will hear her name from that outside hitter position. So I believe that is the varsity roster for the Cavaliers this evening. About to get it underway here. If you are a volleyball fanatic, we also have another game this evening. Joe Rhodes at Freeport tonight. And Penn Hills will start it off here. Back to serve number 14. That is Amira Smith. And first point of the match goes to the Cavaliers. Penn Hills unable to play it forward. And a net violation there against Kiski. Sliding underneath. I believe that was Sydney Joyce. Indeed it was. Sliding under the net right there. So get Penn Hills on the board. And a nice little touch shot by the Cavaliers. Side out. As I mentioned prior, if you are a volleyball fanatic, High Top Sports Network also covering Freeport Highlands tonight. Joe Rhodes on the call there. Feel free to flip around. And that one is long. I believe that was Savannah 11. Kind of looked like a 7 there. My fault. Cora Coleman out of bounds on the attack. 2-2. Good dig right there by Larissa Shelby for Penn Hills. Keeping that play alive. We're going to get a kill. Number 1 for the Indians, Ava Adamski. So the Indians are in the lead right now. 3-2 early in this first set. At the line will be number 10, Larissa Shelby. Great dig on that last rally by Shelby. And hammered down for the kill. Number 12, Sarah Miller. Penn Hills, little spark here early. And into the block and down for the kill. Number 16 for the Cavaliers. That's Carly Kuhn. Able to record that point off the Penn Hills block. 4-3 now. Cavaliers will serve. And that one will drop in. Good kill right there. Number 12, Sarah Miller for the Indians. Big side out right there, not allowing Kiski to get on a roll. And Miller will head to the service line. Big answer right there by Abby Johns. Good kill by number 20 for the Cavaliers. And the JV match went quickly. Kiski in control. Nice tip. Good dive by Shelby once again. That one goes over the antenna and out of bounds, so a point to the Cavaliers. That one nearly out of bounds, played by Maddie Joyce. Kiski going to play a free ball here. Penn Hills, little chance to get set up. And number 11, Sidell Brown, does not hesitate, gets the kill. And she will head to the line. And once again with the kill, number 20, Abigail Johns. So back tied up, we are at 6 apiece here in the first set. Kiski to the service line. That is number 10, Bryn Hewitt. And Penn Hills will record the side out kill by number 14, Amira Smith. Way long on that attack by Sarah Miller. So the side out will go to Kiski. We'll be tied up again here at sevens. Special thanks to our scoreboard sponsor this evening, the We Serve First Foundation. Wow, great rally there by Kiski to keep it off the floor. Maddie Joyce throwing herself around, able to make some really nice digs. There's Sydney Joyce to the back row. Great rally here between these two teams. And finally, the point is awarded to the Cavaliers. Carly Kuhn able to find a soft spot in that Penn Hills defense. In the back near corner here. Big point right there for the Cavaliers. And that kill will go off the hands of Angel Calloway. Sydney Joyce right there. Good spike by her. Leads to a point for the Cavaliers. And that serve is long, so side out to the Indians. 9-8 here, first set. Back to serve is Amira Smith for Penn Hills. And we are going to get a ball handling error right there. Don't think that set was where Ava Adamski wanted it to go. And she gets whistled for the double hit. So point to Kiski, 10-8. And an ace from the service line by Sydney Joyce. Great dig right there by Maddie Joyce. Unbelievable. She has been excellent so far defensively in this match, giving her team a chance to succeed. That was a great bump set. I'm going to give some credit right there to Sarah Miller. Great bump set all the way across the court. And leads to a kill, so a point for Penn Hills. There was no way. I thought there's no way she could make that set. Nice play by Sarah Miller. Diving dig right there by number 16, Angel Calloway. At the net. And Miller able to dig it out, but unable to be played by Ava Adamski. So another kill for the Cavaliers. Maddie Joyce to the line. 12-9 Kiski, first set. Ball handling error right there. Whistled on Adamski. Didn't look like she had much argument right there. Just walked away as soon as she heard the whistle. Wow, great kill by Sarah Miller for the Indians right there, number 12. Right between the Cavaliers defenders at the net. Big kill for Miller. At the line will be number 10, Larissa Shelby. Good serve by Shelby. Off of Maddie Joyce and out of bounds for the ace. And Shelby will get another chance here. Jump serve. And that one is long. Joyce thought about it. Elected not to play it. Wise move by the freshman. Out of bounds on that serve by Shelby. 14-11 here. Carly Kuhn coming to the line for the Cavaliers. Great dig, back row. It's going to end up going out of bounds. Off a hit by Miller, but a great dig in the back row by Angel Calloway. And we have our first timeout of the match. Cavaliers up by 4 in the first set, 15-11. As I mentioned previously, special thanks to our scoreboard sponsor for this evening, We Serve First Foundation. Flip the coin, choose to serve. When you get to that fifth set, wiser words have never been spoken. Special thanks to co-founder Tim Toy. He's joined me on a couple of broadcasts so far this season. We'll be back next week, getting a much-deserved vacation. Looking forward to seeing Tim once again and hearing his call right here on High Top Sports Network. Again, my name is Josh Schreckengast, bringing you yet another WPIAL varsity volleyball match. We cover Armstrong, Kiski, Freeport, and Knock. And if you hear those names and you think volleyball, we got them covered, those home games, those home matches. Out of bounds right there. Attack from the back row. Well, they are awarding the point to Penn Hills. I actually thought that one was out of bounds. I thought it was a good call by the line judge. But... And a service error by Miller. So Kiski will get that point. At the net right there, number 9, Isabella Ondish, walked in this afternoon, and I saw her at the concession stand. She looked even taller than what I thought she was, so Ondish using that length right there at the net, able to put it down quickly. Cavaliers 5-point lead. And played by the Cavaliers right there. I think that one might have been out of bounds off the hand of Sadell Brown, but the rally continues. Joyce from the back row. Good dig in the back by Calloway. into the net, and there is Ondish with the block. Roofed, as they say. Another timeout here, taken by Penn Hills head coach Jay Mitlow. That is the second timeout of this set. 18-12 right now. Kiski leads. And if my sound is going in and out a little bit, I'm doing this solo, as Joe Rhodes is tonight at Freeport for the Highlands Freeport match. And I have a condenser mic for those audiophiles out there that might know what a condenser mic is. I don't have the headset with the little, mouthpiece that I can talk into and run the scoreboard, and kind of holding this condenser mic right next to my face. So hopefully it sounds great. And out of bounds right there on the serve. That was Cora Coleman for Kiski. 18-13 now to the line for Penn Hills, Sidell Brown. Brown just skims that one over the top of the net. Barely cleared it. Good serve by Brown. Big block right there. Number 14, Amira Smith for the Indians. And way long from the service line was Sidell Brown. She will take a seat. Back into the match is Angel Calloway. And to the line for the Cavaliers, number 10, Bryn Hewitt. Wow, strong at the net right there, Sydney Joyce. Right next to her, number 22, that was Bryn Byers. Joyce able to get that block and put it down 20-14 now, Kiski. Well, diving for that one was Carly Kuhn, unable to get the hand underneath to pop that ball back up. So Penn Hills will get the side out. And to the line, number 1, Ava Adamski. Jump serve. Well, smartly placed right there for Kiski. That was Sydney Joyce, and she found a spot. She was looking at it when she went up, able to put the ball right there with a nice little tip shot. So Kiski will take over service here, just 4 points away in this first set. Oh, in trouble playing that one. Miller misplayed it, let it get into her body. So that point will go to the Cavaliers. 3 points away here. At the line is Kuhn. And a set that was maybe in the middle of two players right there, it looked like, for Penn Hills. Kind of not sure who was supposed to go for it. Wow, and able to hang in the air right there was Taylor Slaughter. She got it across and then right back up, quick jump, and able to put down the kill. So big side out right there for the Indians. And there's Slaughter again. Got the quits got the quick set from Adamski, and she just missed it. Out of bounds here on the near sideline, right in front of the Kiski bench. But that we will look out for as this match progresses. Taylor Slaughter might have something there in the middle. And Kuhn able to record that kill, so we are at set point. Oh, that one goes to the Indians, excuse me. 24-17. Kiski in the lead into the net. As that attack by Cora Coleman. So 24-18 now. And misplayed right there by Kuhn, right in front of the Kiski bench. Penn Hill's not going away quietly here in this first set. And the Indians will stay alive. Another kill after a long rally. Penn Hill's now down 4. Angel Calloway will serve. That one pops off of Maddie Joyce and out of bounds. So 3-point game here in set number 1. Penn Hill's not giving up. And a kill right there. All the momentum. Savell Brown gets that one. Coach McCartney takes a timeout. Just a 2-point game here. Penn Hill's fighting their way back, making this first set interesting. And the Cavaliers only used about 32 seconds of that timeout. Just kind of a quick check. Coach McCartney saying, all right, girls, we're 1 point away here. Let's do this. But the Indians not going away quietly. Angel Calloway continues to serve. Well, right there you have kind of a perfect storm. Bryn Byers right at the net. Swinging hard was Sadell Brown. And that just deflected off of Byers' hands out of bounds. And a service error will end the first set. Callaway just about a hair too long. So Kiski will take set number 1, 25-23. Good fight shown by Penn Hills to come back in that first set. I believe they were down 24-19 when they took over service. So good effort shown here by the Indians in set number 1, but ultimately Kiski comes away with it. We are going to take a quick break right now here on High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Reckengoss. Thanks so much for joining me this evening. We'll be right back.
Arms Care, located at 85 Glade Drive in Katanning, provides the highest quality medical equipment, supplies, and service for use in your home. After an accident, illness, or surgery, the caring professionals at Arms Care can assist you in getting the appropriate medical equipment into your home where you can make the most progress on your recovery. Arms Care offers 24/7 emergency service as well as a wide variety of specialized medical equipment, and their experienced staff is committed to helping you or your loved one regain normalcy by providing the highest level of quality home care equipment, supplies, and service. Contact Arms Care at 724-545-3200 today.
Just finishing up a 100% outside renovation project at Katanning Store. Don't miss out. Come and see us. Check out our Pennsylvania skill game room. We have the newest machines, the newest games. We have 5 machines. We're about to add a 6th machine. $10,000 jackpots on all 6 machines. Don't miss out on a chance to win. We have the lowest possible prices and the best quality of anybody in the area. We'll take it up against anybody in the area. We put our stamp of approval, #SableMeat, on every single package, and we're here to serve you every single day. We also have chef-prepared, chef-quality prepared sushi, everyday fresh, and Sushi Wednesday, $5 sushi rolls, and you can win by liking and sharing our favorite page, Sushi Madness shirt. Don't forget to check out our millions of bakery deli products that we're making fresh every day. Appreciate all the support out there. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
Welcome back to Kiski Area High School, home of the Cavaliers. Right now, Kiski up 1-0 on the visiting Penn Hills Indians on this evening's presentation of WPIAL. Excuse me. I'm not going to believe this, but a bug just flew down my throat as I was talking right there. So apologies for that. Home of the Cavaliers here, Kiski up 1-0. Entering the second set right now in this WPIAL Class 3A Section 1 varsity volleyball matchup. Cavaliers looking to get back on the winning track. Lost a couple in a row here. And you know these Cavaliers want to get things turned in the right direction. Penn Hills coming into this match 2-6 on the season. Good fight in the first set, dropping it by a couple of points, 25-23. Kiski able to finally seal it off. They were up 24-19. Indians went on a little bit of a run. Cavaliers able to settle it up, take the victory. And Sydney Joyce will begin this second set with service for the Cavaliers. And right at the net and put down quickly, Kate Wigton. I will tell you something about Kate. She's got some pipes. We've heard her sing the national anthem a couple times this year. And another point there for the Cavaliers. Off of the Joyce serve. And into the net, comes up a little bit short right there, was number 12, Sarah Miller. set maybe not where she had intended. Well, Cavaliers are rolling to start this second set. 4-0 right now, Kiski. Joyce going to get the return of the ball there. And back to her service area, a little jump serve, quick jump serve. Well, that's a good kill right there. Larissa Shelby, good set by Adamski, getting Penn Hills on the board here in set number 2. Wow, nice block there by Penn Hills. That's off the deflection, so the point will go to the Cavaliers. Miller got up there for Penn Hills, got a hand on it. Side out to Kiski. So Cavaliers up by 5 here in set number 2. Maddie Joyce at the line will serve for Kiski. And out of bounds right there. That one falls in past the boundary. That was Gabby Pernatozzi. You know, one thing you get to really appreciate when you do this for a living are rosters that come with pronunciations. I can't stress it enough. Any athletic directors out there possibly watching this broadcast, it is a godsend to be able to see phonetically spelled out what these kids' names are, because the last thing I want to do is just brutalize a name. My last name is Schreckengast. You can imagine how I felt the majority of my life, people trying to say that. So, very, very much appreciated when the rosters come with pronunciations. That point goes to Kiski, 8-2. Maddie Joyce back to the line. Wow, and when Miller gets set up, Adamski, great set right there. When she's able to set up Sarah Miller, number 12, I mean, you can see the kind of swing that Miller has right there. A big kill for Penn Hills. And that one is long by Ondish. So Penn Hills once again chipping away, trying to get back into set number 2. Down 1-0. At the line is Larissa Shelby. Little back set right there, a little too close to the net. Sydney Joyce trying to set up Carly Kuhn. And kind of got it into the net right there. Not much Kuhn could do with it. So point 2, the Indians. And that is long. Madeline Polka in the middle right there, number 11 for the Cavaliers. She goes long on that attack. 8-6 now. Penn Hills fighting back. We're down 5. Only down a couple right now. And a joust at the net is won by Miller. Penn Hills all the way back into this one. Set number 2 here, 8-7. Surprise, Coach McCartney has not used a timeout yet. We will see as it progresses. If that one goes off, Maddie Joyce. The serve there by Shelby, an ace. And we're all tied at 8 apiece. Back row attack by Maddie Joyce goes into the net. And short, so Penn Hills able to take their first lead of set number 2. Nothing really Miller could do with that one in the net. So finally, a side out for the Cavaliers. 9 apiece. Heading to the line will be number 5, Emma Beck. And Adamski misplays that one. Ace for Emma Beck. Kiski back in front. Oh, nicely played. Little dump shot right there by Abby Johns. Just finding a perfect spot. Able to get the point for the Cavaliers. Ondish right there, quick at the net. Played it perfectly right off the hands of Miller and out of bounds. Another point for Kiski. And service error there for Emma Beck. That one out of bounds. And the quick set to number 11, Sadell Brown. Works perfectly for Penn Hills. Back to within a point right now. Miller at the line. Wow, Abby John's great dig in the back row right there. by Angel Calloway. Penn Hill's going to get whistled for a violation, but Calloway, really a great dig on the attack by Abigail Johns. So the point will go to Kiski. And tough right there, tough break for Penn Hills. The passing not up to par. Shelby could not get to that pass from the back row by Miller, so the point will go to the Cavaliers. And right at the net. Sidell Brown did not give the Cavaliers a chance to get into position, put it down quickly. Big point right there and side out for the Indians. 14-12 now, second set. Cavaliers took the first. 25-23, that's an ace. Right there for Sidell Brown. Sydney Joyce thought it might have landed out of bounds, but came down inside the line. So the point for Penn Hills. Well, not much Taylor Slaughter could do with that one. Tried to play it back as it came off the net. Ended up falling out of bounds toward that far sideline. So point to the Cavaliers and a side out. 15-13 here, second set. And way long on that service attempt was Lacey Safranios. So another tightly contested set here. First set score was 25-23 in favor of Kiski. Right now, 15-14. Cavaliers clinging to that 1-point lead. And into the net, a violation right there for the Cavaliers. That one's going to go against Kate Wigton. So we're all tied up at 15 apiece. Well, Slaughter was at the net right there for Penn Hills, but Kiski able to keep it alive. And Miller coming up short from the back row, so side out Cavaliers. Macy Hepler at the line right now for Kiski. Slaughter with the setup, quick set. She's able to drop it down, get the kill. And that will send Amira Smith to the line, lefty. And I believe we are going to get a ball handling error right now on Adamski, double hit. Once again, every mistake magnified in a set that is so closely contested as this one is and as the first one was. Sydney Joyce at the line, unable to pass it forward from the back row. Adamski just threw an arm out at it. And that point will go in favor of the Cavaliers. And way long was Larissa Shelby on that one. She kind of tapped her chest, said that was all me. She knew she missed it when she hit it. Point will go toward the Cavaliers. And head coach Jay Mitlow going to take a timeout right now, 19-16 in favor of Kiski. And while we have a moment, if you or someone you know is a local business owner in the Vandergrift-Leechburg area and would like to sponsor High Top Sports Network's coverage of Kiski area athletics, feel free to reach out to us. You can find us on Facebook. Just search High Top Sports. Come right up. Also, our email address is staff@hightopsportsnetwork.com. You can find us on Twitter at hightop_sports. We are available. The past couple of weeks have seen different school districts, different booster programs reach out to us and ask us to provide our services in broadcasting these varsity sports, and we have done so willingly. So if you'd like to be part of the High Top Sports Network team, feel free to reach out. And that's going to be a lift violation against Penn Hills. Sydney Joyce at the line. And just trying to bump it over. Play a free ball there was Larissa Shelby, and she caught too much of it. Sends it long and out of bounds on the back row. Sydney Joyce misses with that serve. 21-17 now, side out Penn Hills. At the line, number 16, Angel Calloway. Oh, and just long. Right there. Man, I don't know how you measure them, those swings, but that was about 6 inches too long from Kate Wigton. So the point will go to Penn Hills. And that one is long. So another point to the Indians. Attack errors. Coach McCartney going to call a timeout right here. 21-19 in set number 2. I'm sure Coach McCartney does not want this second set to get away from her team. Hence, the timeout right at that juncture following a couple of attack errors that went long. And just about 30 seconds left on this timeout. So Coach McCartney not taking that full minute. First timeout she called was about 32 seconds. That one was 31. Taking half the time, just kind of reiterating her message to the team like, hey, calm yourselves down, take care of business. Oh, a joust. That is a ball, 50-50 ball right there. Sarah Miller jumping up, hammering it down for Penn Hills, 21-20. Now in set number 2. First set, 25-23. Went for Kiski. Penn Hills showing a lot of fight tonight. And a back row attack that's going to fall in. Borderline call right there on the back line. Lacey Zafranios from the back line, able to find it. Big point and big side out for Kiski. Maddie Joyce, the freshman, to the line. And a nice kill in the middle by number 11, Sidell Brown. Middle hitter for these Indians. Called her name quite a few times so far. Big kill right there. Back to a 1-point set. And Penn Hills with the serve. Shelby sends it across Joyce, back row. And a big kill right there, number 16 for the Cavaliers. Carly Kuhn could not have come at a better time for Kiski. Don't want to have Penn Hills go on a run right there. Emma Beck back into the game. She will serve for the Cavaliers. And Miller is long. Attack error. Set point again. Timeout being called by Penn Hills head coach Jay Mitlow. Right now, got to admire the fight in the Indians. They have certainly not played like a 2-6 team coming into this game. Really giving Kiski all they can handle. Very close in the first set, 25-23 right now. 24-21 in set number 2. Kiski looking to take control of this match. And a bad set right there. Miller was already flying through. Not sure if there was a miscommunication right there. Looked like Sidell Brown was the intended receiver of that set. Brown did not jump. Miller did. And just like that, Cavaliers up 2-0 here in this WPIAL Class 3A Section 1 matchup. Going to reset the scoreboard quickly. Looks like we have 5 minutes between set number 2 and set number 3, and I know why. It's Chuck-a-Duck time. One of my favorite fundraisers in high school sports, the old Chuck-a-Duck. I've seen several different variations of it so far this season. Sometimes you got to Chuck-a-Duck from the stands. Sometimes you got to Chuck-a-Duck right from the sideline. And that's the way they do it here at Kiski area. Bringing the old, well, it looks like a volleyball. And that will be the target for some duck chucking. And I was quite tempted to buy a duck to chuck from the press box up here. I'm not sure. Girls are in the way. You know, I would want to land it short and roll it, because I think that the most efficient way to chuck a duck is to kind of just roll it out there. And the duck chucking is underway here at Kiski Area High School. Cavaliers lead 2-0. Oh, well, one got really close to landing on that volleyball target. And while we have a moment between sets 2 and 3, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Thanks so much for joining me, Josh Schreckengast, here on High Top Sports Network this evening for some WPIAL volleyball action. Gonna run some commercials, pay some bills. We will be right back. Oh, that looked like a good duck chuck. Somebody is on the target. My man over here has like 5 ducks. He's going for it. I don't think he got it. I believe there was only one that made the target. Thanks for sticking around with me for the Chuck-a-Duck. I'm going to take a quick commercial break right now. High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Reckengoss. We'll be right back.
Protecting the things you love and how you do so is among the most important decisions you'll ever have to make. TGIF Solutions can provide you with the peace of mind by supplying answers to all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, business, life, or farm coverage. Contact the team at the Shellhammer Atwood Agency today in West Katanning to be sure that you, your loved ones, and the things that matter most stay safe when it matters the most. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters.
Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop is the official clother of High Top Sports Network and is a family-owned company that can handle all your custom embroidery, custom sign, and laser engraving needs. Located at 409 4th Street in downtown Fort City, Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop can create sports and career apparel to the exact specifications of your organization. Their laser engraving department can put your logo or design on glasses, tumblers, insulated cups, signs, coffee cups, and more. Call Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop at 724-763-2461 today.
Arms Care, located at 85 Glade Drive in Katanning, provides the highest quality medical equipment, supplies, and service for use in your home. After an accident, illness, or surgery, the caring professionals at Arms Care can assist you in getting the appropriate medical equipment into your home where you can make the most progress on your recovery. Arms Care offers 24/7 emergency service as well as a wide variety of specialized medical equipment, and their experienced staff is committed to helping you or your loved one regain normalcy by providing the highest level of quality home care equipment, supplies, and service. Contact Arms Care at 724-545-3200 today.
And welcome back to Kiski Area High School for this evening's presentation of WPIAL Class 3A Section 1 Girls Varsity Volleyball. Cavaliers up 2-0 right now on the visiting Penn Hills Indians. Kiski looking to close it out and get back on the winning track. Last week dropped a heartbreaker to Plum. High Top Sports Network was here for that one. 5 sets. Cavaliers trying to regain that winning momentum. Take care of business against the Penn Hills team that is right below them in section standings. I'm about to get this one underway here in set number 3. And we did have one winner for the Chuck-a-Duck. Those of you who follow High Top Sports Network regularly know how much I love chucking a duck. One winner here tonight in that fundraiser. So Penn Hills going to get it underway. At the service line, Amira Smith. She will start this third set off. Well, a good rally to start here. Miscommunication on that pass. Ball will fall in for a Kiski side out. And a point for the Cavaliers. Sydney Joyce to the line. Well, right there, that's why you take a swing. Taylor Slaughter able to get it across off the block from number 22, Bryn Byers. And it falls in, so point for Penn Hills. Well, and falling away and down on the court, but she's up. Good to see. Kind of worried there about Lacey Safranios. Don't know. Doesn't look like she hit her head. She popped right up, which was very good. She kind of falling away. Taking a swing at that one, and we're going to get an ace from Angel Callaway. So Penn Hills coming out of the break, firing right now. And another ace right there for Callaway. Doesn't even celebrate it, walks right back to the line. She said, I'll take a couple more of those. And a nicely placed tip shot right there by Bryn Byers. That will be a kill and a side out to Kiski. 4-2 now. Cavaliers will regain service. Maddie Joyce, number 4, in for Kiski at the service line. Big block at the line. At the net. Cora Coleman. Huge block right there for the Cavaliers. Well, great serve right there. I can't give Maddie Joyce enough credit. A little knuckleball. Tried to find that soft spot in the middle of the Penn Hills defense, and she did. Indians unable to pass it and play it forward, so a nice serve by Maddie Joyce. And that will be a kill for Larissa Shelby. Going to run right back to the service line. 5-4, Penn Hills up early in this third set. Oh, a joust at the line. Sarah Miller able to come away on top. Kiski will get that point back. Penn Hills unable to play it. To the line for the Cavaliers, number 5, Emma Beck checks back in. She will serve. Oh, nice placement there by Miller. She will get the kill. Side out to Penn Hills. 7-5 Indians in front early in this third set. Miller gonna serve right here, and that's gonna drop in for an ace. Looked like Beck. Cora Coleman for Kiski kind of looked at each other like, are you going to play it? Are you going to play it? And it drops in. So an ace for Miller. 8-5 here. Indians, and misplayed at the net. Costly mistake right there by Sidell Brown. She'd like to have that one back, I'm sure. Side out to the Cavaliers. Bryn Hewitt to the line. Ball handling error called right there on Sydney Joyce. Double hit. Nine to 6, Penn Hills in front here in set number 3. Oh, good swing right there. Can't ask for anything better out of Abby Johns. Perfectly placed, good swing, downward plane, nice kill for the Cavaliers. Abigail Johns making it work. Well, and off the block right there, that one falls in for a point for Penn Hills. Got to give credit to Taylor Slaughter right there with the big block. Well, Abby Johns again, she's going to get a kill. Miller laid out for that one, but could not play it back to her teammates. Abby Johns, another kill for the Cavaliers. To the line right now will be Madeline Polka. And that quick set a little bit behind Bryn Byers. Goes out of bounds, but they're going to call contact here. Penn Hills with the deflection. So that point goes to the Cavaliers. 10-9, set number 3. Nothing Adamski could do right there. She tried to pop it back to Slaughter. Unable to make that pass. We are tied up at 10s. And that's going to be an ace for Polka. Madeline Polka, nice little service run here for Cavaliers. Back on top is Kiski, 11-10. That one out of bounds. I jinxed her. Service error, so we are knotted at 11s once again. Back to serve right now for Penn Hills is Amira Smith. And got a hand on it and out of bounds. Kill will be recorded for Carly Kuhn and her numerical counterpart. Number 16, Angel Calloway, threw an arm out at that, just got a piece of it, deflected out of bounds. And a ball handling error right there on Penn Hills. So Kiski able to open up a little bit of a lead here, a couple of points. This has been a tightly contested set. Right at the net, right there. And down. Not sure how that would be scored because Penn Hill's got a couple of passes on it. Bryn Byers right there in the middle, making a play for the Cavaliers. Miller going to get a kill, 14-12, excuse me. And a big side out for Penn Hills. They needed that. Callaway at the service line. Oh, smart play right there. Harley Kuhn with a quick shot, and the kill goes to Kiski. Cavaliers up 3 now, 15-12. Trying to close this one out in straight sets. Maddie Joyce, number 4, to the line for the Cavaliers. Wow. Carly Kuhn finding a spot right there. Callaway looking to her bench, threw the arms up and said, what am I supposed to do with that? Carly Kuhn, really, really a nicely placed shot right there to get a big kill. And Penn Hills head coach Jay Metlow going to call another timeout. 16-12 right now. Cavaliers on top. Already up 2-0. Trying to get back on the winning track. I'm timing Coach McCartney every timeout to see how much she takes. And that one was 32 seconds once again. So we've seen her take 3 timeouts tonight. I believe it was 32, 32, and 31. Just kind of reiterating the message. Obviously, Coach Mitlow from Penn Hills took that timeout. Coach McCartney relayed the message quickly to her squad and right back out onto the court. That one goes off the deflection of the block right there. Ondish in the middle. Falls in for a kill. Sidell Brown gets that one on her stat ledger. 16-13. Just a great rally here between these two teams. And a kill right there for Sidell Brown. Number 11 in the middle for Penn Hills. Drops it in right there to end that long rally. Back to a 2-point game. Net serve misplayed by Maddie Joyce. Off the right hand of Larissa Shelby. Big ace right there for Penn Hills. Into the net from the back row. Penn Hill's able to tie it up here. All square at 16. Shelby remains at the service line for the Indians. They're going to have a tough time playing this one. Big break there for Kiski. A much needed side out for the Cavaliers. Going to have a couple of substitutions. Looks like Emma Beck back in to serve. And long there by Miller. She's looking for a call. Miller immediately signaled to the official. She thought that there was a deflection there by Kiski, but no call. So the point goes to the Cavaliers. And again, Miller is long. Another attack error. Kiski up 3 now. 19-16. And long right there, but a deflection is called on that swing by Isabella Ondish. So the point goes to the Cavaliers. Just a couple of points ago, Miller on the Penn Hill side looking for that deflection call. Kiski gets it. Beck will remain at the service line. Not much Adamski could do right there. She's kind of caught in no man's land. Behind the up official's perch. Tried to play it back across. Unable to. And an official's timeout right now, as Larissa Shelby is coming out of the match. Going to take a seat right here in front of me. Hope she's okay. She's kind of pointing to her knee, maybe the calf. Not 100% sure. Well, Coach Mitlow has yet to make a substitution, and we are going to get one right now, as Shelby is being attended to by Kiski area athletic training staff. Into the game for Penn Hills, number 24, Maura Wade. Coach Mitlow has not made many substitutions, if any, this evening. I believe his same 6 have been on the court this entire match. Wow, big kill right there, Abby Johns. 22-16 now, Kiski on top. Set number 3, and they can sense it. Looking to close this one out in straight sets. Shelby going back to her coach, wants to check back in. Back row attack, Maddie Joyce. Good dig by Callaway into the block. Ondish there. Oh, and misplayed. Freshly into the game. Maura Wade. Right at her. Misplayed. Right now, Kiski 2 points away. Wow. At the net right there. Abby Johns turning defense into offense. The big block. And we are at match point. Well, Ondish kind of falling back. Took a swing at it, hit it right into the net. So Penn Hills still alive. Match point. Miller at the service line. Good dig there by Callaway. Abby Johns again, and that'll do it. Abigail Johns with the kill, and that will seal the match. Kiski area 3-0 over visiting Penn Hills. Back on the winning track for the Cavaliers. A much needed victory after a tough week last week. Kiski area back on the positive side of things. A victory for the Cavaliers and Coach McCartney and her squad. A little celebration right there on the court. And this evening's We Serve First Foundation Player of the Game is Abigail Johns. Really thought she was dynamic on the offensive side of the ball. And when she got a good set, a good pass to her, she did not miss. And also recorded the final couple of kills there in that third set. Abigail Johns, our We Serve First Foundation Player of the Game. Abby Johns, just a sophomore outside hitter, but coming up big tonight against the Penn Hills Indians and helping to power her team to a victory. And I will find her here shortly after the game. Drop off a We Serve First Foundation t-shirt to Abby Johns. Don't want to throw it at her. She's kind of looking up here, but don't want to just toss it. Yeah, that's the peril of doing this by yourself on certain volleyball game nights. This is where I need Tim Toy to hang out the press box and drop down the shirt. But we will make sure to get Abigail Johns her We Serve First Foundation Player of the Game t-shirt. Kiski area coming through this evening. Straight sets. A 3-0 victory over visiting Penn Hills. In section play, that's a big match. And I believe if you would ask Coach McCartney on the Kiski sideline about taking care of business, about winning against teams that you believe you should win against, she would say tonight was one of those matches and her team responded properly. Big victory for Kiski area this evening, 3-0 over visiting Penn Hills. And as I mentioned earlier, WPIAL Volleyball this evening, also on High Top Sports Network. Joe Rhodes at Freeport this evening. Not sure what's going on in that match, but if you want to jump over and find out, Yellow Jackets are hosting the Highlands Golden Rams. And if you could believe it, we actually have no broadcasts tomorrow. Feels like we've been doing one every day, at least one. I'm looking at the calendar right now, multiple broadcasts every day over the past couple of weeks. And we do not have one tomorrow, but make sure you tune in on Thursday, October 7th. We've got a bunch. Got junior high football, Hampton at Armstrong. That should be a good one. I believe I'll be at that one. Then we also have WPIAL Volleyball, Freeport at Knock. A couple of our teams going at it. In some high school volleyball action. And then in the evening, Jake DeLuca going to be at the Belmont Complex. PIHL Hockey, Plum at Freeport. You can tune in to those games on Thursday. And if you have been following us throughout the football season, you know that we put in work on Friday nights. 4 broadcasts last week, got 4 this week. Fox Chapel at Kiski. Kiski, tough loss. This past Friday, looked like the Cavaliers were going to pull it out and ended up falling in the fourth quarter. Just really a gut-wrenching loss against North Hills. Cavaliers looking to get back on the right path against Fox Chapel. Game number 2 will feature East Allegheny heading to Freeport to take on the Yellow Jackets. Game number 3, Greensburg-Salem at Armstrong. That should be a good one. 2 of the best quarterbacks in the WPIAL. Hayden Teska for the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions and Caden Olson for the Armstrong Riverhawks. Not going to want to miss that one. Could be an aerial display between those two guys. Although Caden Olson, 142 yards on the ground last week in the Riverhawks 37-0 victory over Mars. Definitely want to tune in for that one. Should be a great game. Only here on High Top Sports Network. And finally, I will be at Mars as the Knock Knights travel to take on the Fightin' Planets. That game, of course, kicking off at 7 o'clock. Pre-game starts a little bit earlier, 6:45. So make sure you tune in, not just Friday night, but throughout the fall sports season and the winter sports season. We have already gotten some great interest in our basketball and hockey broadcasts. Going to do some wrestling as well. Kiski area, obviously a hotbed for high school wrestling. So we will be on the scene here on High Top Sports Network. Make sure you check out our website, hightopsportsnetwork.com. You can find the calendar. Our broadcasts are all scheduled there in advance. You can find out what we are up to and where we're going to be. Make sure that you tune in to view your favorite teams in action. Thanks once again to the We Serve First Foundation for being our scoreboard sponsor this evening, as well as our sponsor for Player of the Game. That would be Abigail Johns, sophomore outside hitter for the Cavaliers. Great game tonight for her. Great game for the Cavaliers, 3-0 over Penn Hills. That will just about do it for me, Josh Schreckengast, here on HTSN. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining me this evening for some WPIAL volleyball action. We will be back at it on Thursday. Make sure you tune in Find us on Facebook. You can search High Top Sports on Facebook. We're the first one. You can also find us on Twitter at hightop_sports. And of course, you can always go to our website, www.hightopsportsnetwork.com. All of you folks out there, have a great evening. Stay safe and be well.